Let's check this lighting. Yeah, Myra? Good chocolate cake. This new lighting. You can do it, Brucey. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to... Oh, I've just got to sort my hair out, haven't I? Okay, I'll be back. Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to the channel, guys. We have been away for 10 odd days because of the situation in Gaza, Palestine, the ongoing resistance by the Palestinian people against oppression, against apartheid. And I have been supporting the Palestinian cause and the Palestinian people, whether they are Christian, Jew, Muslim, of faith or not. Whatever they want to believe is their choice. But to live in an open air prison, I think is wrong. It's morally wrong on many grounds and it's illegal. And this is our condemnation of the Israeli government and what they've been doing since October the 7th. And you know, you see a lot of the information not on the news but on social media. It's interesting that places like TikTok has more coverage of what's going on the ground than a lot of these mainstream media channels. So it's been devastating to watch, devastating to hear about. And me, Myra, did not feel posting videos during this time was right. We kind of stopped a lot of our social media work that we've been doing, you know, in terms of our channel, moving to Pakistan and living here. I mean, it's interesting now, you know, I just want to share that from the age of 16, I've been a pro-Palestinian activist. And from then till now, it's the same stories, it is the same aggression, the same people controlling the narrative, controlling the media, telling us what they want us to hear, what they want us to see, what they want us to know. And I remember reading articles and seeing pictures, because back then videos wasn't much of a thing. And it was devastating to read and hear about at that time. To now come this far and to actually see it almost as if we're there. Some of the pictures, some of the videos are just too hard to actually watch and to stay normal and, you know, be okay with it. Of course we're not okay with it. So since then, I've just, whatever I've been doing online, I've tried to make sure that it's linked to Palestine. I've been trying to keep up to date with what's going on, and I know there's a ceasefire that's been extended. But the bombardment in the West Bank and Gaza have always been going on. Although you may say it's a war, it's not a war where one side has an army and the other side doesn't. So it's not like Ukraine and Russia. It's nothing of the sort. This is bullying. This is genocide. And that's what we wanted to make clear on this channel. Inshallah, we will be posting regularly. I just want to keep on tabs of the news and see what's going on over there with the Palestinian people. There is massive support here in Pakistan. I've seen massive flags put up on apartment building. The flag was so big, it covered just about all of the apartment building. So I'm happy to see that the people of Pakistan are supporting Palestine. And it's not that it's a Muslim cause, it's a humanitarian crisis. And when I was at University of Hallam University in Sheffield, I remember this was when I was about 19. At that time, the settlements in the east, in the West Bank, were taking place where they were bulldozing people's homes, they were possessing people's properties, bulldozing their homes, building on there. And there was students that got together, and I gotta say, a majority of them were not even Muslim. The Muslim students were scared that if they were to raise their voice, that we would be shunned down, reported to the police, probably even taken out of the university, because Islamophobia from 9/11 onwards was a big thing. All the Muslims were scared. So I remember attending one of these events. Even a lecturer attended an event from Sheffield Hallam University. Students attended, and the lecture hall was packed. There must have been 200 odd people, maybe even 300. And what they did was, the people behind it was a group of students that kind of came together. They reached out to the Islamic societies. They reached out to the people that they knew would be pro-Palestinian or would be humanitarian champions, as we would like to say, that would take part in this. And they got through to me as well. So I did a speech. Somebody from the ISOC, Islamic Society of Hallam, she did a speech. We were kind of the main two Muslim speakers. That was it, nobody else. And then the lecturer, the professor, his speech was basically, he was talking about the illegal settlements and talking about the history behind it all. So to say that he was risking his job going against the university, because what followed was, after the event that took place, right at the end, one of the organizers who organized the event said, look, okay, we need a raise of hands. Should we do action now? Who was for it? Who abstains? Who was against it? Majority of the people said we're for the action. What it meant was we would go all the way up to level 10, I believe, or something like that. And I've got pictures of this somewhere. Went to level 10, and we took one of the largest rooms in that Hallam building. It was across the art gallery, that building, I forgot what it's called now. So that main Hallam building in Sheffield city centre, we took that full room. And what they were really organised. They had paper ready. They had, I don't know how they did it, but they made a massive flag made out of paper, stuck it straight onto the window, and I believe it said on it "Free Palestine." And they drew the flag as well. They occupied that room for about 2 or 3 days, up until they got the police involved and got whoever was staying kicked out. So the non-Muslim students, some who were actually Jew themselves, of the Jewish faith, stayed there in protest, in solidarity for what's going on in Palestine. And now fast forward to today, we've still got the same situation where they are still breaking international law. I mean, if you even go into Amnesty International website, you'll see on there that they said that the situation that the people of Palestine are living is as though it is apartheid. That's the type of situation that's taking place there. So it's saddening to know that, from being part of these marches, protests. When I was living in Sheffield, I had the Palestinian flag up in my bedroom window, facing the busy Page Hall. I'm not sure people living in Page Hall would have remembered it, not sure, but I had the flag out there. And I remember a Palestinian brother who actually walked up from the roundabout in Page Hall, and he said, "Oh brother, can I just take a picture? It's nice to see that the Palestinian flag's up." And I said, yeah, go ahead. But to see on TikTok that there was a video of a police officer knocking on someone's door and saying, look, we would like you to take that flag down. And this is a recent video. We would like you to take that flag down because of the implications that people feel it might have. What would that be? That we're supporting a terrorist group? So it's come to a stage where not only do the Muslim community feel like we can't speak out, if we do, we will be locked up, we will be sentenced, there will be harsh repercussions for us. There isn't really, but that's what I feel people felt. To then now, when they're actually putting the flags up in their homes, they've been asked to take it down. And then in the protests, we were always chanting from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. This is a very, very old chant that I've remembered. We've always been saying that. Now if you say that, you're supporting terrorists. You're supporting a terrorist organisation. I'm hoping that Britain has changed their stance on that, because I have seen that people still have the flag up and people kind of still do from the river to the sea, Palestine is free. But then I saw another video of a march in London where two Arab sisters had Arab placards up with Arabic writing on there. And because the police officers couldn't translate it, they didn't have a translator available, they just decided to detain both women, because to them they could be inciting hatred, it could be anti-Semitic, it could be supporting a terrorist organization. So they took the two ladies in. Now that they've been taken in, their voice has been silenced. And what kind of message is the British government showing now? This is what I bought in England, and I bought many of these. And this was from the situation in Al-Jarrah, where the settlers were essentially stealing more land and stealing more houses. To the build-up of that, I went online on eBay and purchased quite a few of these flags, and I handed them out. I put them up on my sister-in-law's window, my sister's window. I went to Derby, gave my friend one. I just made sure that, there's so many. I even put in my mother-in-law's window. I just went around just trying to give these flags out and making sure that people have got them in the window. Because there's one thing of ordering it and one thing of putting it up. So I thought, I'll make it easier for you. I'll order them, I'll pay for them, and I'll put them up. You just have to keep them there. But knowing now that, fast forward to today, the settlements in Al-Jarrah only took place, 3 years ago? So if these people still have the flags up and I still had the flag up, would the police be knocking on my door? I do make money on YouTube. I didn't feel it was right. We are boycotting as much as we can. Here in Pakistan as well, we're boycotting as much as we can. And inshallah, we pray that whatever we do helps the suffering in Palestine. And sorry for no regular updates, guys. Inshallah, remember the people in Palestine in your du'as. Remember all the suffering all over the world. And inshallah, one day Palestine will be free.